everyone, it's Devine and welcome to the guidance for the month of November. And I know it's a little bit late, but better late than never happening. And this month we are working with the angel Adnatio. This is an angel who oversees fire signs and also traditionally Sagittarius as well. And as we know, we've probably been getting to know me for a while and knowing all about these different angels. This is the Voyager angel, or the angel makes everything happen very, very quickly, but also bringing in a lot of cleansing, a lot of, new beginnings, things happening fast on different levels, and your ability to create and, experience your spirituality as well is also on overtime. And when this happens, we tend to get really, really sensitive as well. So I'm going to read to you a little bit about the angel Adnatio. This is some information that's also on my website, divinemiracles.com. And if you go to the divinemiracles.com, you'll see like the index page, and at the top it says Angel of the Month. If you click that, you will get to the Angel of the Month, obviously, and this month it's Adnatio. So we want this fast moving energy because it was very, very difficult towards the end of October, sort of dragging, and now things are kicking into place. We're starting to feel that little bit peaceful, but also wondering what's happening now, what's going to take place. So I'm going to read to you a little bit about, I've got my iPad, sorry. It's going to be a bit of a different lighting. I'm just going to read to you a little bit about this angel here. I'll try to keep it so it's not like right in my face. Okay. So you can read this at my website, of course. Now, travel, fast action, all kinds of learning with Adnatio. This month, as we begin to get ready for the new to begin, we find ourselves quite sensitive, as I was saying, to the energies of others as well as the energy of Earth itself. We become super fine-tuned to the constant upgrades in energy, and also find that we are embarking more on an inner journey than ever before. We need to really allow this time of growth, change and awakening, because as we move into 2019, we want to start it very strong, without the same old hang-ups, people who we don't resonate with, ex-partner issues, family issues, health issues and negativity in general. We're beginning to understand, maybe for the first time, that we're totally in control, and the way in which we react to situations that come up in our life must change in order for the intensity of our true mission and exciting life plan to really unfold. You may find that this month is the month that you embark on a brand new training for your body, mind and spirit, and you may not hold back from things that you once resisted. It's a time of great cleansing and purging, and it will be helpful for you to heal or work with a healer to allow yourself a total reset and clear away old debris that becomes clogged in the heart space so you can move forward fearlessly and with happiness and freedom in your life. In fact, people will see you, and these will be the first things that they see if you choose it. What do you think others see with you now? Examine your life, review things, send healing to yourself, but don't get stuck there. The past should only ever bring us growth, not resistance to us. It's time to wake up once and for all to who you really are, not who others have made you out to be. Get ready for attunements to the brand new you and to the life that you truly deserve. Listen as your intuition guides you forward, and as you focus on your own truth, everything falls into place easily. Just don't be hard on yourself as you are progressing in your own way as well. Okay, some crystals. Imperial topaz, chrysocolla, moonstone, jasper, yellow jade and citrine. Okay. So, cleansing, strength, visualization, thinking big, holiday, passing emotion, spiritual soul vibration, action, de-stress, surprise, and high-speed action as well. So we're coming into alignment with who we really are, and we're trying to clear off things before we move into the next cycle of events. Now, the channeled message from Archangel Adnatio, okay, and I'm going to read it to you. Sorry about this. I don't know. I'll just do a little bit of talking in a minute. Okay. Dear ones, we angels are always with you as you choose us to be. It's now time for you, the real you, to emerge. And we know at times this can be confronting for you as you try to let go of the past, let go of people you once resonated with, and enter into a deeper phase of learning and growing. The angels are always with you as the energy of unconditional love And we try to ignite this feeling in your heart to see yourself in this very same way. Older energies are being cleansed on this earth. You may need to move location to spread your light and hold the energy somewhere completely new. You may suddenly decide you've had enough of the old ways and clear out any energy or item that reminds you of it. It's truly a time of fast growth, fast change, and also expansion. You will be ready every step of the way, so always trust this process. Ask to be surrounded by extra protection as you travel into the unknown and new experiences. Dare to be different. Dare to be the unique soul that you are, regardless of the attitudes of anyone else. It's quite powerful to truly be yourself, and you will be supported every step of the way as you journey onwards towards the realization of your dreams. Be ready to go. It's happening now. Okay? Now, of course, you can get an attunement for 2019. You can get a reset with shamanic healing, of course, with me, or any healer that you trust as well. As you enter into these deeper phases, there's so many things that need to be detached or deactivated from within you that you could be unknowingly holding on to. Now, again, the angels are talking about always being with you as you choose. So if you don't ask them for assistance, they can't really step into your life. Okay, and some people always expect, something to happen to them, like for them, oh, I've asked the angels, but nothing happened. But they don't make something happen for you. They make something happen with you and your energy to move forward. And if you hold the intention of it not happening, then it doesn't happen. Okay, so let's go through some different things here. Okay, so what we want to do is move into 2019 with a completely clean slate, and November is our time to really do this. The events are speeding up in our life, the situations are changing, we're being faced with certain obstacles to overcome, and a lot of it we've already done in October. In fact, this whole year has been like cleansing, clearing, getting ready, moving. So we're heading more towards where we really need to be for soul expansion. And after all, this is what you want to have happen. You want to have your awakening. You want to feel, and accept yourself. You want to feel confident in your own skin. You want to feel confident with who you are and where you're going. So it's really vital that you're working with the angel Ignacio and, of course, your entire spiritual team to help you to detach from anything that's really weighing you down. And sometimes this causes you to really look upon your life, do a bit of a life review, see how you were feeling in certain situations, and how you feel about them now. Because as we're growing spiritually, of course, in our life, there are certain people that come, to help us with a certain something, and then, they move on their direction, and so do you. And it doesn't have to be, funny. It just has to be how it is, I guess, for this point in time. And as we do this and we lift and vibrate, we're also becoming more sensitive to the energies of the earth, which is why it's important, like I'm always saying, bring all your power back to yourself. Make sure you're in your body, because we tend to meditate and think about people and think about situations, and part of us energetically goes to those places. So this is why it's always important to bring all of your energy back to yourself. Now, the one thing about the month of November, as we're building up to December, we really want to make these 2 months count. So you don't want to procrastinate now in your life, like putting things off until there's a perfect time for something. It's time to move ahead and trust the plan. If you're thinking about moving house, it's time to just say, okay, let's just do this, and it's all going to fall in, and trust that it's all going to fall into place, instead of saying, okay, we need this and we need this and we need this, because then you're living in this state of it's not going to happen until this happens. But when you force it and you work with the angels and you trust your path, the things that you're waiting on just become available that much quicker for you as well. The cleansing process, of your spiritual journey never finishes, just like knowledge never ends. you know, we're always gaining something, we're always learning something, we're always clearing something, because as we become, you know, stronger in ourselves, there are more things that we want to shift out of the way, or trigger points that come up to the surface that we want to move out of the way, because we're not that person anymore, and those things have always locked us down, those things have always shut us down. So if, as you examine the way in which you see yourself in situations, or you examine the way in which you react to certain situations, you'll find where there's a repeating pattern. And this is part also of the cleansing and healing process. Find the patterns in your life that you always tend to have, or find the situations that you always tend to repeat. You know, is it the same partner you always end up with? Do you stick with that partner through everything only to be rejected? Do you go into it with, okay, I know this isn't going to work, but I'm going to stick to it anyway, you know, because this is the situation that I'm in and nothing's going to get any better? You know, do you go through, you know, patterning with, you know, your kids and your family? Oh, well, they're going to say this as soon as I see them. Oh, la, la, la. Well, then I'm just not going to go. You know, do you avoid situations because of confrontation? Just have a look at the ways in which you talk to yourself, the different way in which you interact with yourself. And, you know, firstly, just shine nothing but total love on yourself, like for who you are, where you've been. Nobody knows what you've been through, only you. Nobody can understand all the hurts, like the little things and the big things that you've had to deal with, the loss that you've had to face, you know, the grief that you may still be holding, you know, the anger about certain situations, you know, and the festering of emotions that can happen, the lashing out at people, you know, or finally having someone's true motives, you know, dawn on you, because you're starting to become really accepting of who you are. And you can see it, you know, you can see the way that they program things into, you know, words in which they say, you know, and things that they do, trying to program that in for you, you know, and it's not good. So any negativity of any kind, you're really not going to want to be around. So you have to surround yourself in peaceful, loving, and comfortable situations, and you must allow that for yourself. So be the first person that gives it to you. You know, don't wait for someone else to give you that peaceful comfort feeling. Go back to yourself, because 2019 is all about you really nailing it, you know, really opening up that business, or, you know, changing location, or changing career, or going back to school, whatever it is. You know, the thing is that you're really following your intuition and your impulses, and your strong inner knowing that you're doing this as, you know, who you are. That's who you are, someone who's in tune and just doing things, and forgetting about the way that it used to be, or being bitter over past mistakes or how people have hurt you. You know, instead of saying, oh, these people really hurt me, say, you know, what did I learn from this? Where am I and where are they? And I'm going this way, because to stay in that energy is only going to bring me further down. You know, someone tried to stop me, someone tried to get me down, someone tried to take me off path. Now I'm going in this direction, you know, because I deserve it, you know. And you need to understand that self-love is the most important thing that you can truly give to yourself, because it creates acceptance, you know, in who you are and your life, and it gives you the confidence that you're looking for as well. I've been doing this big preparation to bring to you guys an anxiety series, because once you understand how things are broken down in your life, and how things are repeating themselves, and, you know, the different parts of the body and what this relates to on an anxiety level, you're going to be able to cure things. You know, my job, I feel, is to make things easy for you to understand. You know, take all the knowledge and all the information and all the life lessons that I've had, condense it into something that's easy to present and easy for you guys. So when I'm talking about the angels and, you know, the messages, they always come with, you know, this unconditional love, like 100%. And I really had a hard time understanding that in the beginning, because I'm like, oh my God, but what about all the things I've done wrong? You know, aren't they just like, maybe you need to fix this, you know, before I help you, kind of thing. Like, I thought that about guides, spirit guides. I felt like I was vulnerable or weak or wrong in some way with just about everything I've ever done in my life, you know, which took a lot for me to recognize, like in myself, like to say, this is how I actually really feel. And then the angels come along and just pour, you know, unconditional love, and it just makes you feel, it should make you feel really worthy to be alive, like to be here, you know, worthy of this unconditional love. Not only that others have for you, but that you start to enjoy for yourself, you know, and caring for yourself and self-nurturing and all of these things, and working on healing yourself. Or else something festers inside of you, some emotion gets suppressed, some kind of tablet gets taken for depression or something like that, and you're smothering your feelings down, you're smothering your emotions, you're smothering the symptoms that were leading you, you know, it was like highlighting in your life where the healing needs to occur. Okay, but the deepest thing is the self-love, and understanding that that is what is out there, that is what is in the universe, you know, that is what we've come from, you know, and things that have happened to us on earth have splintered us off from that self-love, starting as an infant, you know, and away we go into this. So I want to explain a whole lot of different things to you guys on my anxiety videos, so please hang in for that, because that's my gift. My gift to you all, you know, is the knowledge that I have with regards to anxiety, with my own issues, and also how you can cure it yourself, but also learn a whole lot of stuff along the way that you may not have even connected to it. So, but let's move along with Ignatius, and, you know, going on voyages, learning about yourself, learning about where you want to be, getting in touch with the abilities that you have since you were born, the ones that you may have suppressed because of society or family or school or whatever it is, and get back in touch with your own inner power, the power that you have to manifest, the power that you have to make change, the power that you can think something and it can become a reality for you almost instantaneously. You know, the knowledge that you can offer other people, the healing that you can give to other people, and your spiritual journey, which is unique to you. And, you know, being with the right company in order for growth. And if there's company that is, you know, holding you back or ego-based, you're not going to want to be around it. And it's naturally going to drift out of your life as well. I feel this month like we are manifesting very, very rapidly. So what you're thinking about, you're bringing about into your life. What you're thinking about, you're creating. So be real careful about what that is. And say to yourself, you know, if something negative comes into your mind, say, nope, 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 nope. I'm canceling it. I'm not listening to that kind of talk. I don't want it around me. I'm putting this beautiful light bubble around myself, and I'm starting again, you know. Because sometimes we get negative. It's cool. We can have negative days where we're like, everything's going wrong and we're all upset and we're all annoyed at the universe and we're sick of trying and we're sick of doing and we're sick of things going wrong. And that's cool. You don't have to be perfect. That's not the point here. But the point is just recognizing, you know, hey, when you're really having a hard time, that you eventually get to this point where, well, that's not really helping me. You know, that's just making me really flap around, look a bit silly. It's not affecting anybody else. Like, they're not changing because I'm in a, you know, having a bad day kind of thing. They're not going to lift their attitude because of me. They need to do it for themselves, you know. So I can only be responsible for me kind of thing. Like, you bring yourself back, have that self-talk, you know, with yourself. And natural, if you want something to happen quickly, you know, be sure it is what you want it to be. Because once that ball's rolling, it starts happening very quickly. And natural speeds up events in our life. You know, we want action to happen really quickly, it starts taking place. We want cleansing, it starts happening. We want to manifest millions, it starts happening. You know, we can doubt it and then we block it. So, but you know, this is what I'm saying, it's instantaneous. It's like how many people say, oh, you know, that reading or that message or whatever it was just for me. And that's because, like, at the beginning of, you know, when I started doing videos and stuff, I always said, only the people that really need this, or only the people that are soul family, or the people that are really connected, will hear it and will get it, and it will be right for them. And I've put it like in that part of my manifestation, and here it is, you know. So have a look and be grateful for, you know, the things that you've already been able to manifest. If you look really carefully, you can see them, you know. Have faith in your heart that there's new beginnings, there's excitement around the corner, but also understand that you are super sensitive as you're growing and changing. So be aware of this, you know, make sure you're pulling your power back into yourself, make sure you're working on self-healing, self-acceptance, you know, loving yourself, which is very difficult for many people, okay, very difficult. And that you're growing and learning and studying and doing things for you, not for make anyone else happy, but for you. And you can come up with 1,000 excuses why you can't do anything for you. Like, oh, well, I can't do that because of this, and I can't do this because of that, and my family won't like that, and, you know, but I'm stuck in this situation and I can't do it. Your mind is free, you know. Your mind is free. Teach it things. You know, allow knowledge to grow. Don't let anyone take this away from you. Don't keep anyone in your prison cell up here. You know, it's not worth it. Like a lot of people say, yeah, well, I'm going to get that person back, you know, and you're only hurting yourself. You know what I mean? You know the type of people that are naturally angry. You know, they're bitter, they're twisted because they were rejected at some point in their life and they really didn't see it coming. And that's what they're really annoyed about. So, you know, and it goes a lot deeper than that, but you don't need to be around it anymore. Don't allow yourself to be around it anymore. Anything that lowers your vibration. So work with the angel Nat Shield to bring in this cleansing time, this healing time, this growth for yourself. Say to yourself, I'm sick of this. I want to move forward. I don't want to have any distractions. I don't want to have any drama in my life. I don't want all this emotional turmoil. I just want to focus on being an example, or, you know, uplifting myself or caring for myself and putting that as the focus. Oops, and the fan just went on. That is the focus for 2019, you know, yourself. And if you need, you know, help and assistance along the way, there are people there. You know, obviously I'm there for you for just about anything that you need. So you're never alone in this whole situation. I can't believe that fan went on. Turning it off. And it won't even go off. You hear the button pressing? Off. Okay, it's not going to go off. Probably just turned it up. Anyway, so that's about it for the angel for the month. You know, remember to bring in, you know, all the love and support that you, from the angelic realm, you know, asking it to be with you, asking it to sit with you, asking yourself to be in that space, you know. And really looking at your life and seeing the areas in which you're repeating, and change your reaction to this so that you don't have to repeat them anymore, you know. Take note of people who are manipulating you in some way, with maybe with the words that they say, trying to program things into your mind, you know. Or you've still got that. They'll say things like that. You've still got this and you're still doing that. So it becomes a reality. Do you see what I mean? So you think about it and you go, oh wow, I'm still doing this. You know what I mean? It's like, and this is supposed to be someone that cares for you, you know. Instead they could say something, well, you know, you're getting rid of all of that now, you're moving forward. See how that's different? Then you're still doing this. That makes you keep doing it. It's like a program, you know, NLP or whatever you want to call it. It's a program thing. So just be aware of that as well, and what you're listening to also. Always follow your first instinct with anything and anyone, you know, in any situation in your life. It never steers you wrong, okay? So, thank you again for listening. Sending you lots and lots of love and many blessings. And until the next time, bye for now. Bye.